This is a very beautiful person, but they've gone through so much traumas. You have to have patience with them, is what I'm hearing. Okay, you have to have patience. You have to have grace. You literally have to be willing to move through some of the obstacles that this person is battling. Okay, and what's in question right now is that some of you might not necessarily be in that space to want to be patient with someone who's got all of these like underlying traumas or has dealt with like the harsher end and results of life. Okay, but what I'm seeing is underneath all of this hard exterior, underneath all of the trials and tribulations they have been through, they are someone who is a very like loving, caring, sustainable, fun, optimistic person. However, in order to see that aspect of them, the Hierophant on the split, in order to see those aspects of them, you have to be willing to commit to them. And with you being willing to commit to them comes with you having to help to break down those walls, which not everybody is in a space to be doing. Guys, please excuse my voice. I promise I am not sick, okay? I literally had a supplement this morning that almost killed me. I can't even laugh properly. Almost took me the fuck out this morning. If any of you know about oil of oregano, you know that you're supposed to take it properly. And I did not take it properly and it fucked up my throat. I thought I was gonna die today. I literally thought I was gonna die today. Like the first couple of hours of the day, I couldn't even speak. My throat was on fire. Anyway, so I promise I'm not sick. So please disregard the range of my voice, yeah? Oh, that shit this morning was funny. It threw off my whole fucking day. I weren't even gonna come in here and do readings. I'd be so real. But yeah, so I just feel like this person has been in a space where they've gone through a lot of things. And I had picked up this channel last night. So this was the channeling that I had got last night about this person. I forgot that I actually wrote it down. But this person has been through a lot. This person has been through a lot of abuse as well, whether that's mentally, physically, or sexually, emotionally. There's been a lot of like abuse this person has gone through, which is why they have been closed off to connections. Okay, so this is literally what I read. I put, you have to give this person grace. They have been through so much and they don't look like what they have been through and could still be going through. They have experienced abuse of all kinds and all levels, and they have struggled to what was I saying? to talk about it, what they have gone through, and this is what's caused them to be disconnected with people, and this is also why they keep people at arm's length. So you may notice that this person is like very withdrawn. They have like a very small circle. They don't mix and mingle with a lot of people, and that's for a specific reason. But once you start to uncover and crack that layer of this person, it's almost as if you start to see the beauty of the person that they have been hiding or has been hidden behind the wall that they've built up for themselves. Okay, I'm also feeling that this person has been close to like episodes of, right, and they've had to come back through that. So what Spirit is saying is that you need to have grace with them. They find it hard to build connections, due to the experiences that they've had and things like that. Some of them could have been married, is also what I was picking up as well. This person does come with a lot of emotional baggage from whatever. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it was quite a lot that I channeled, but the end message is that they are worth the time, patience, and grace, and they will show you that when they finally feel safe in love and with you, they will give you the world and go above and beyond for you. So you have to be in a space of giving this person grace, okay? And I feel like if you are not dealing with this person right now, this could be someone that you are meeting. It's almost as if when you meet this person, you're just going to see the instant light and shine that this person has within them, okay? And you're just gonna see how much this person, somehow you just feel connected and drawn to them. And it's almost as if like this light is just so radiant, but not everyone can see this light within them. Yeah, not everyone can see this light within them, but for some reason you can see this light within them. It's because you have the strength and the I'm hearing fortitude, right? To, and you got the King Cups here, so you have the strength and the fortitude in order to like break down this person's layers, break down all of the stuff, that all of the bricks that have built up that wall that they're hiding behind. You have the certain like energy and magic that comes with you to break this down. And this is not about you putting yourself in toxic situations with someone who has narcissistic traits or someone who is constantly causing you upheaval and things of that nature. This is someone who is genuinely been through a lot, and you can see they've been through a lot, and they protect themselves by keeping to themselves. Like on the inside of them, they really are someone who is caring, who is nurturing, who is emotionally like intelligent, but right now they're portraying like they are the dragon. It's giving Beauty and the Beast. Okay, so that film, or yeah, that show could be significant. That film could be significant. It's giving Beauty and the Beast, and it just takes one right person to come in and change all of this. They've had to really hold it down, not just for themselves, but the people in their lives as well. They've had to go through a lot of ancestral clearings too, is also what I'm seeing, which is why certain aspects and certain cycles of their life have been a lot of very difficult. This person could have like a speech impediment. I'm also hearing Tourette's, or they could even have an issue with when it comes to like expression with their throat. Again, forgive me for the range of my voice, right? This is gonna come in as a surprise to this person. I feel like this is also you breaking down their walls, which is going to be a tower moment for them. You may notice that this person may run away from you, but not in like the runner chaser dynamic. That's not really what I mean. I mean more so them being in a space of like, they might not physically run, but they might emotionally run. So I'm getting the example of like, you could be speaking to this person and you start touching on some really like emotional topics, and then all of a sudden the person like tries to flip the conversation or tries to change the subject. Or instead of like, you could be asking them like about, and a really like, for instance, you say to them, tell me like one of the most emotional experiences that you've had, and it's almost like you can see them thinking about that situation, and they somehow try to just flip it and be like, oh, why don't you tell me first? And then obviously it's kind of like a diversion so that they can come up with another story other than the story that they had in their mind to tell you, because that one's too deep for them and they don't really trust you enough to tell you that. Okay, so it's like they emotionally run, mentally run. It's like as soon as they feel like you're getting into their mental sort of I want to say chambers, like their mental palace or emotional palace, they don't know if you're safe enough to be there, so they start to reflect and they start to like cause diversions and try to switch things. Or you may notice that this person constantly wants to talk about like you, which is at first you may find as something that is a green flag, but then you're going to start to see that that flag's a little bit amber. Why is it every time that I want to speak to this person or ask this person a question about something, they switch it to me? Like, I really want to get to know this person, but I don't feel like this person is letting me in. And this is why this person has literally built up a wall where they keep people out for their own safety, and the safety is basically to protect their heart because they don't want to be hurt again. Because I feel like when it comes to connections, relationships and friendships, they've really been through the ringer. And when I say the ringer, I mean they've really been through the ringer. Some of them could have had parents who had substance abuses, okay? Things like meth, things like just basically white powders and stuff like that, right? There could also be alcohol abuse and things of that nature as well. And I don't know why, but I'm really picking up heavy physical abuse. So they've gone through all of that stuff, okay? And they've had to like they've had to pull themselves away from it, and they've really had to, if you guys know things about like epigenetics, I'm kind of getting that this ties into that, where they've had to literally remove themselves from the environment that they grew up in and remove themselves from a certain family dynamic, just so that those epigenetic markers, whether they're aware of it or not, do not turn on. So for instance, they don't become a product of their environment, they don't become an alcoholic, they don't become a drug user, they don't become an abuser, things of that nature, right? I'm also hearing someone might have been like a con artist or a pickpocket or things like that. They've gone through some really deep things, and it's almost like the reason why the energy was coming through, Spirit's telling me the reason why this particular channel was coming through is because some of you have been wishing for your person, some of you have been manifesting your person, some of you have been in a space of like, I just want my person, and this person in front of you, it seems like they are a good fit. It's just that you have to get through those layers, and sometimes that can be hard, but you have to remember that no relationship is perfect, and take what resonates, because this is not going to resonate for everyone. This is not me telling you to settle. This is not me telling you, oh, settle with the pickings that you get. This is not me saying that. This is me just being in a space of just getting you to understand that this person really is the real deal, but in order for you to see the real part of them, it's going to take some work on your part, because they've never really had anyone who they could trust and anyone who's really wanted them for them. They've always wanted them for what they could provide or what they could do or what they could give over or what they could earn. It's never been genuinely because of them, okay? Which links to the last message I've done about like someone going through an identity shift, okay? And I keep wiping my face, so I feel like this person has either been crying or I feel like around, I don't know why, Christmas time is significant. You could be getting to know this person now, or you're about to meet them, but there's something here about you and this person shedding emotions together, you and them crying together. Because I genuinely feel like that same video, you're going through an identity shift, is very significant here to this reading, because I feel like this person hasn't been seen for who they truly are, and maybe you're coming in and seeing them for who they truly are, but for some they feel like you saying this or you trying to, even though you may be really genuine and saying like, I see you for who you are, and you're giving them examples of how you're seeing them, they may feel like it's a facade just to get something from them, okay? And it's not, which is why it's almost as if they don't want to put you through tests, but they feel like they have to in order to make sure that it's real. Like, show me that it's real. Like, they need to see that you are sustainable. So you may notice that this person may test you or push you away, but I think you're used to that. You're used to people. That card just literally fell out my hand. Like, what the hell? Yeah. So this person might be in this thing where it's like, you with the 5 of Wands here, like, you're surrendering to this person, but this person's surrendering to you, or they're going to cause some type of chaos, right? Because there's a red flag, blue hair flag, and like a orange, which to me is an amber flag, and a pink flag, okay? So this person may be showing you all of the different flags, right? And this person may be causing like emotional, I don't want to say emotional chaos, but a bit of emotional turbulence, in the sense where it's like they're happy to be there for you through all your emotional upcomings and stuff like that, but as soon as it's like you want to be there for them, they have their back up against the wall. They rile up. They're in a space of like, they don't want to tell you anything, and it may come across as secretive, okay? And it's not that they have secrets, it's just that they have a dungeon full of emotional, physical, mental, psychological, and spiritual traumas that they don't want anyone to see. All of the stuff in that dungeon is for them is ugly, and they're scared that if they do open up to you about all of the things that they have been through and so on and so forth, you are gonna run. And they're tired of people running from them, which is why they have kept their arms length, which is why they don't indulge in connections with other people. They just choose to keep to themselves, because they don't want to risk opening up and having someone run because of the ugly stuff that they've kept in this energetic, emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual dungeon that they have, okay? It's really giving Beauty and the Beast. So it's like, they really need to see that you are willing to sit in this dungeon with them, and that you are going to be choosing them. And this is what's going to help to heal the stuff in this dungeon. And that dungeon will turn into, I'm hearing like a beautiful loft. I don't know where that's coming from, but there's something like that. Or some of you could be in a space of renovating a loft, or you've just inherited a loft or something of that nature. Okay. Some of you could be getting some type of inheritance as well, is also what I'm getting to. And things of that nature. So yeah, with me wiping my face, I feel like there's like an emotional conversation that's gonna come, or by you being vulnerable, or there's something about your vulnerability is going to trigger this person. There's gonna be something in particular that you say that triggers them to open up to you. But it's because there's something very similar. It's like a trigger word or a trigger situation. And this funny thing is I just adjusted my cards. You might have just seen, like, I just adjusted my cards because this was upside down, and literally this came out. Okay, so you've got the Page of Wands. So it's like this person is trying to like analyze how to move forward with you. You could be dealing with a Leo, okay, or they could have Lyran star origins, okay, so the feline beings. But I do feel like this person is trying to maneuver and figure out, okay, what's the best way to approach the situation with you, and whether you are someone who is trustworthy. They can see that you are someone who is ancient. They can see that you are someone who is like, you are someone who, you take pride in who you are, and you are someone who really sits with yourself, and you're intelligent. They can see that you take care of all aspects of your health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But they just don't know if you'd be able to extend that same grace with them and help them to make sure that they maintain all of those aspects of them too, okay? Yeah. So they are going for a rebirth phase, and the rebirth phase for them is connecting, is now, it's like they're in a cycle of connection, okay? They're in a cycle of embracing connections. They're in a cycle of being open to what these connections can offer them, okay? With the death card here, it's almost as if like there's a death of the old cycle of them doing it all alone, and this person as well has had to brace and really sit in the stillness of loneliness. They've had to battle their own loneliness, like in the sense of they're okay with solitude, but they're not okay with loneliness. But they've still had to sit in aspects of loneliness because loneliness feels more comfortable than betrayal or pain. And they don't ever want to feel that pain again, because they don't ever want to go back to a point where they ever feel like they want to themselves again, you know? So it's almost as if, right, they've done this out of protection for their own humanity, their own life, okay? But that cycle's ending, and Spirit's trying to bring people in and connections in, whether that's through romance or through connections or friends, to show them that they're not alone and they don't have to do this anymore. And not that they need to trauma bond with anybody, but they just need to understand that there are people who have gone through things, maybe even worse than they have gone through, where they can connect and they're not alone, and they do have people. And I do feel like this rebirth phase is justice for them, okay? So where the scales may have been imbalanced, because in this card you can see that the scales are very imbalanced, right? It's like the scales are being balanced out. Or this person could be a Libra, but there's something here about them balancing out this truth. It's like you're coming in to rewire and rewrite the script of the betrayal that they've gone through, you know? Or you could be this person, you know? Apply the roles as it may. You might be this person, you're coming into contact with this person, or the person coming in is doing this for you. So, you know, swap the roles as they apply. But I feel like there's just something about this person coming in with this immense amount of truth that is going to literally balance out the scales for you. Can't make it up, lovers, okay? And the decision is ultimately going to be up to you. Yeah. But I do feel like this person is also justice for you. I feel like this person is a reward for you in some type of way, because you've had to endure a lot, okay? You or this person have had to come out of a lot of situations that wasn't serving your highest good, yeah? So you've got the Ten of Gifts. So some of you are receiving a gift. Like, okay, so this person is a gift to you, okay? So I just said reward and then I said gifts, 10 of gifts, okay? So some of you could be receiving up to 10 gifts. They could be small gifts and they don't have to be physical, material gifts. They could just be gifts in the form of virtue. So gift of health, gift of strength, gift of beauty, gift of time, gift of connection. And some of you, it could be some material stuff. I'm also hearing gift of money, all right? Some of you, it could be gift of an influx of clientele. It could just be general things. But the Ten of Pentacles is here. It's 10 of discs here, but 10 of Pentacles is here, and it talks about, you see how on this card it's like a connection of a family coming together, and it's different races coming together as well. And I think this is another thing too. It's like you and this person may have a lot of differences, whether that's ethnicity, whether that's religion, whether that's gender, whether that's, you know, a job roles or family ties or cultures. It could be anything, but there's a lot of differences here, and this is further showing them or further showing you that regardless of the differences, it's like this person is still willing to be here for you regardless of how many differences you guys have, if that makes sense, okay? But they're all here joyous. There's something here about food. You and this person could bond over cooking. You and this person could bond over like health. Something about healthy eating here. Someone is wanting to do like does hiking or wants to climb mountains, but this 10 of Pentacles is coming after you are coming out of this space of crying over spilled milk with the 5 of Cups here, okay? Those 2 cups are coming to you, but like I said, I'm hearing gifts. So the 2 cups that you don't see might actually be 10. Oh, why did I have to go on the floor? Give me a second. All right, so the card that dropped on the floor was a 4 of Cups, okay? So it's like, if you can see this girl, she's got her headphones on, right? She's on her laptop. The alien for me on the front of the laptop, yeah, the alien here, it represents that this person feels outer worldly. They feel like they've never fit in, and they were never supposed to. I'm also feeling like the family that they were born into, or even you, the family that you was born into, or them, was a family of like karmic energy, of just energy that they needed to clear for their ascension and their growth, okay? So they, in order to get to the next level of their evolution and their soul's journey, they had to transcend all of this karmic stuff which was attached to a karmic family, and they've done that now. But they've always felt different. They've always felt like they've never wanted to be here. They've always felt like they never belonged. They always felt like Earth was never home. And even though they've had to adjust to this earthly realm and stuff like that, they've always found a way to connect through knowledge, okay? Because she's on her laptop, she's got her headphones on, so she's just kind of vibing out. So this person, or even you, have literally had to just be in a space of, you know, finding comfort. I want to say comfort, coven. Okay, we'll just leave that there because I don't know what that means. Coventry could be significant. Could be from there, something like that. But they've had to find comfort in their own stability and their own energy and stuff like that. And I feel like this person is very knowledgeable. This person studies, this person researches. This is a person who knows a little about a lot, but still feels like they need to do more research about a lot more things. Someone who's very inquisitive, intuitively tapped in. They love music is also what I'm hearing. This is someone who loves music. They love cats. They're very, very tapped in with like the spiritual world, like so fairies and things like that. This person could I've had quite a few experiences and sightings of things that were otherworldly. This person could also own a black cat, or maybe 2, okay? Someone's name's Charlie, or the cat's name's Charlie, Charles, or Chili. Okay. Chili could be significant. Something about you having is it the RGB lights in your home or your room or a studio of some sort. Okay, this person is also good with computers. This person could be of an Asian descent, or you could be of an Asian descent, because to me The lady, she looks like she's of Agent Oranges, okay? You know, things like that. But there's something here about something's being offered to you, but you're not quite seeing it, okay? And that could be exactly what this is. It's like you or the other person. Yep, here. Ace of Cups. Your other person is being oh my god, with the Two of Cups behind it. That's what I'm saying. You can't make this shit up. With the Star, bitch. With the Star. Like, look, my voice can't even. With the Star. Like, fuck. I can't wait for my voice to go back to normal, because crazy. Two of Cups with the Ace of Cups and the Star, honey. So you could be an Aquarius. You could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could also be a Libra. But there's a lot of water energy here. Yeah, like a what on fire signs as well. Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But with the Two of Cups here, there is a new beginning, a new emotional fulfilling beginning with the Two of Cups here. And this is not just about two people coming together, but this is also about you helping this person to merge those two aspects of themselves that they've had separated for so long back together, so that they can experience this overflow of love within themselves. Okay, some of you may work with crystals as well. This person works with crystals, but this is a wish. This has been an internal unconscious, confirmation verb, unconscious wish that this person has been asking for, okay? And it's gonna come in a very unorthodox way, a very like strange way. Like, you might not see the subtleties at first, but the more that these things start happening, you'll start to see a pattern, and you'll be like, well, hold on, that's a bit too synchronistic for me, okay? So that's just kind of what I'm feeling. Yeah, King of Wands, okay? So this person might be someone who's very attractive. They come off as very confident and so on and so forth. However, like I said, when it comes to the emotional and mental aspects, are very withdrawn. So you have to decide whether this is something that you are willing to give your time and effort to. And like I said, I don't get that this person, or even you, are someone who's a toxic person. So this isn't someone who they want you to prove their love because they're being narcissistic. No, it's just that you proving to them is just their access point of whether you are going to be able to love them, or are willing to want to love them to a certain degree and a capacity. And once they can see that you are someone who's trustworthy and is safe, they will let you in fully. And when they do, you'll be so surprised, because then you'll feel like you're dealing with a completely different person. The lovable, attentive, caring, soft, gentle person you've always wanted. You just got to get past this rough exterior. And if you're the cross watcher, this is exactly the energy applies the same for you as well, okay? So I bless that this message resonates. I'm sending you loads of love, and I'm going to go rest my voice now, and I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? I'm sending you love. Love you. Mwah. Bye.